question I got asked is, why should I optimize my LinkedIn profile? I'm going to answer that question in a very basic way, and then I'm going to give you some a little bit higher level recommendations for your LinkedIn profile. So let's go to the big number. First of all, if you look how many people are on LinkedIn, you'll see that there are nearly 900 million people on LinkedIn. And by the way, that number keeps growing by at least 4 or 5 new members every second. And I'm taking out the numbers for the fakes. That's a huge community. That's a huge community of people who have the potential, have the opportunity to discover you through your LinkedIn profile. Now, whether you want 900 million or 10 or just 5 or just one person to discover you on LinkedIn, you better do it right. You better make sure that your LinkedIn profile speaks to that person. You better make sure that when they see your picture, it's a picture of you. When they see your words, they are your words. When they see your content, it's content and activity that is relevant to you and what you do. Listen to these words: today. Or relevant to what it is that you want to do today. When they come and look at your About section, does your About section clearly tell the viewer of your LinkedIn profile what you do or want to do for them? What's your abilities? What's your experiences? What are your accomplishments? When they look at your Experience section, do they see the person? Let's go to that person. Does that one person who's looking at your LinkedIn profile see the person they're looking for? Or is it somebody that's totally irrelevant because you failed to update your LinkedIn profile and tell that viewer who you are, what you do, what you can do, or want to do today? Look, I could go to the big marketing side and say, go look at any brochure for any high-end car. That brochure for that car or that truck or that vehicle or that home or that vacation property or whatever it is written to speak to the person who has a need for that or an interest for that product, service, solution, whatever it is. You need to think brochure when you're building and managing, updating your LinkedIn profile so that your brochure speaks to that one person or that 10 people or those hundreds of people or those thousands of people who could discover you. Now that's the basics. Use every area of your LinkedIn profile to the best of your ability so that you're constantly giving content and showing your target audience, that one person, who you are, what you do, what you have done, what you can do, and or what you want to do relevant to them. Now let's go a little higher. Let's go a little higher end. If you want to amplify the opportunity of your LinkedIn profile being seen by that one person or more than one person, then you need to use the words that resonate with that person. Marketing calls this keywords. Marketing calls this SEO. I want you to think, use the words that are important to that one person that you want to see your LinkedIn profile. Use words that resonate with them. I'll tell you a story. When I first started my business, I wanted to be referred to as a networking strategist. This is what I wanted to be referred to. It's how I think of myself. But nobody understood what that word meant, that phrase, networking strategist. They thought technology and cables and internet and that kind of stuff. It's not what I think of. But it's irrelevant what I think of. What's important is what does that target audience, that ideal person think of. Then I changed my words and I started calling myself a social media strategist because I got trained as a certified social media strategist. I started studying the philosophies and human engagement and how people think of content and profiles, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. but nobody wanted to talk to a social media strategist. At least the people that I wanted to do business with didn't want to talk to me. That sales manager who hires me today, and when I call myself a social media strategist and use those words throughout my LinkedIn profile and on my website and all over the place, he said to me, I don't want you in my office. I don't want you teaching my salespeople how to play on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat. I was using the wrong words. Then I made another pivot that isn't the last pivot I should make. I made another pivot. I started referring to myself as a LinkedIn trainer. Now that started to get me some more eyeballs, and the right eyeballs. So I started using LinkedIn Trainer again throughout my entire LinkedIn profile, my website, et cetera. And it has been way better than networking strategists or social media strategists. Because I'm using words that are important to a sales leader who wants to train their people on LinkedIn. Now I have discovered that that's not even the best phrase for me to use. But the best phrase for me to use on my LinkedIn profile is LinkedIn training, because it's the action that people are looking for, not the person. So they're looking for the action of LinkedIn training and looking to see who does that. And it's factorially a more important keyword, LinkedIn training versus LinkedIn trainer. Now I've started making that pivot over the last few years, and again, it's better. Now what does this mean to you? I don't care what you're trying to do. You're looking for a job, to be a part of a business, you're looking for a career shift, whatever it is. You have your own business. You need to use words that resonate with your target audience, that are important to them, meaningful to them. And if you're using the wrong words, then you're less likely to get that person to not only look at your profile, find your profile, because it's indexed using those words, SEO. The more you use the words that are important to the people who are looking for you and they're looking for those words, the more likely your profile will show up in a LinkedIn search, a Bing search, or a Google search. So not only do you want to get found by those words, but you want that ideal person, that one person, as they're reading your LinkedIn profile, to go, oh my God, he's speaking my language. He understands what I want and what I need because he's using the words that resonate with me. Why should you optimize your LinkedIn profile? Because you want to make sure it is up to date and current and says to the viewer, that one person, who you are, what you do, what you can do, and or what you want to do. Why should you optimize your LinkedIn profile? Because you should use the words that resonate with your target audience so that you get found in LinkedIn and Google search. And then when that person is looking at it, they know that you get it and you align with them because you're using the right words. I'm Teddy. I provide LinkedIn training. I'm a LinkedIn and Sales Navigator strategist, trainer, and coach. And I hope this is beneficial for you.